Welcome back, Chip Shorty here. This video Matty G has taken down a couple of days ago. In fact, he took it down just as soon as he put it up. That's why I was keen to make a video on it. It was gold because he was pissed as a fart. And generally when a bloke's drunk, he'll tell some truths that he would not normally tell. I mean, you know, Gestapo and governments have been used to use it as a tactic all the time. Get someone nice, happy, merry and drunk, and then they spill the beans and then they'd top them. Hopefully Matty G doesn't get topped. I don't think he will, although he seems to be concerned. Anyway, I digress. I've been thinking about what he said in this video, this particular grab here from about 8:18. Now, unfortunately, as I said, Matty has taken the video down, understandably, but my video still remains. But I'm speaking in this video, but don't focus on what I'm saying in this video. I want you to focus on what Matty says from about 8:20. I don't know if that's the word.
It really is.
You mean,
I was told, look, Matty G, I'm going to tell you about this.
Accumulate. He was told, look, Matty G, I'm going to tell you about this.
You better wait a couple of months before you tell anyone.
You better wait a couple of months before you tell anyone.
I just thought, you know what?
Who said, you know what? He says, you know what? Fuck it. So basically, he was given an inside line by whoever, somebody in the know, and he says, that sounds handy. Obviously, this person was, I would suggest, influential enough for Matty G to pay attention. And he's basically shit on him. Said, fuck it, I'm doing it anyway. Anyway, that's Matty G's business. That's Matty G's business. But the point I wanted to make was the way elites typically roll and the way, you know, people in positions of power typically roll is they will, and Matty G is a miniature version of this. This is typical human nature. What they'll do is they'll position themselves, they'll get the inside line on a scoop or on something hot. They'll position themselves appropriately. Just imagine insider trading. Just imagine classic insider trading. You get the inside line on a scoop. It's a certain bet. You position yourself appropriately, and then you shill it or you wait for the public to come in later while you're already in position. So let's look at this possible scenario here. Matty G was given the inside line. He bought the appropriate amount of tokens well ahead of time. And then once he was well and truly, you know, secured and his stack was filled, his bags were full, he then started shilling it to his subscribers, his Patreon, etc. Now keep in mind, at the time when he started shilling this coin probably only had about 100 to 200, you know, holders. He's got 38 subscribers. You can imagine the impact that had on the on the market cap and the growth, and so he capitalized significantly from that. Furthermore, I was just thinking about perhaps this stack he's got here of 239 trillion, which 2 weeks ago was worth, as I said earlier, 1.3 million and then dropped to 75,000. So think about that, 1.3 million US dollars down to 75,000 in just 48 hours. Now that'd have me pretty upset. I mean, I'd bounce back, I'd stick to it because I think crypto's got a long way to go, but still, you couldn't hide your disappointment. I don't think I'd be, you know, just bouncing back so quickly. But it didn't, he seemed to take it in his stride. In fact, I don't think he commented on it, you know, which is surprising. And could it be, the reason is because, as I said earlier, that he was in this a lot earlier than we suspect. 239 trillion in this particular bag. Maybe this is just his trading stack. Because if you look down here, this particular stack was accumulated in just one page there. Started on the 23rd of September. So I'm going to speculate that he was in earlier than this, and this perhaps is not just his only bag. This is indeed his little shitty little trading bag. Now, 239 trillion may seem like a lot, but keep in mind, a month or two ago, that would have been easy to achieve with just a, I don't know, reasonably small amount of money, a few grand. So I could be wrong on that, but I suspect that that this could be not his only bag. This is the bag that he's publicly exposing, this address here. And yet this is not the bag. This is perhaps the trading bag. I don't know. It's just something to consider, because I think if you went back in time and looked at when he started shelling it, was about this time or a bit after, so you would speculate that he was already positioned before this date, and this is his second crack at it. This was him possibly accumulating with the rest of the, as he would call, peasants. Who knows? But yeah, it's not hard to speculate that he may have been in a lot earlier than the 23rd, and I'd suggest he was. Yeah, I have DogeGF Army here. I like this guy. He's pretty cool. He speaks the truth. He's a working stiff. He's like all of us. He's a security guard, and he's invested in some crypto, and he's looking to get out of his current situation by investing in cryptos, which I think is a very wise move. He's got utility coins, and he's recently taken a bit of a chance on DogeGF, just like all of us have. So I watched this video in its entirety, and I really liked it. There's a couple of things I wanted to pick up on, and this is one of them. Let's have a listen to what he says here.
I was watching a Bitboy video today.
Now, first of all, on Bitboy, you got to appreciate this guy. Bitboy is one of the biggest names in crypto. You know, he's got, you know, he is the biggest YouTube channel in crypto. And the mere fact that he's backing XRP, I just think it's a godsend. Now, whether he's a Bitcoin maximalist and all that, the fact of the matter is he's woken up. He fully appreciates what XRP is. I've listened to some of Bitboy's clips in recent weeks, and he's on point. He's absolutely on point. So he's good for XRP. He has brought a lot of attention to XRP, and a lot of his comments are on point. So I'll let our friend here continue, and I'll comment again.
And this is somebody I never watch. I never watch Bitboy, bro. But I got a little agitated. With Bitboy's video today. And he came out of his mouth and said, and this was just the beginning of the video. This isn't even what I had a problem with, bro. This was just the beginning of the video, bro. He came out of his mouth and said, I am the commander and supreme leader of the XRP army.
Now, come on, DogeGF Army. Come on, mate. Wake up. He is literally taking the piss. Do you not think that Bitboy fully understands the irony of him claiming to be the XRP leader, supreme leader? He is clearly being sarcastic and taking the piss out of himself. Bitboy knows he's stirring XRP Army up when he says things like that. It's deliberate and it's funny. I don't have a problem with it, because he clearly is not our leader or commander, you know. But the irony is he is an a Bitcoin maximalist, and he's quite, you know, he's only cottoned on to, you know, the situation with XRP in recent times, and he understands the irony of him, you know, basically changing positions, and so he bolsters that irony by saying he's now the leader. Of course, it's deliberate, right? It's nonsense. So he sucked you in here. But anyway, I'm sure we've all been drawn in. But I can tell you now, DogeGF Army, Bitboy is not our leader, and he knows it. He's just taking the piss.